Yep, that is what they call a deer. And that deer is moving. Hey! Deer's gone. Well, I thought I'd stop along here to let you all see this church. This is the church that we had, called it the family church, where I received much of my religious teachings. But this was not the first church. They called this church, it was Jesus Christ Church. More or less was a family church. And because we was kind of like loners in the community, because like I said, we had our own land, and we thought we was poor. We didn't understand, but people didn't seem to blend in with us too well. So we had our own church, but yet my grandmother, she would fix sacrament down to Pine Hill Church and St. Philip Church. They all worked together out here in the country, and this was the church that we built. I did a lot of work on this with Ella Davis, putting those blocks down. But before that church that was built, there was another one right over there. And me and my brother was burning this land, which is customary to do in the summer times and in the spring rather. And a spark got inside the church and we burned that church down by mistake. The wind was high. My grandfather had us out here burning. A lot of people say the wind was too high. We shouldn't have been out here in the first place. Nevertheless, my grandfather was a good man. He drank this liquor and did a few more things, but he wasn't as bad as Solomon or David or any of the rest of them, so there's no need of talking about that. I want to talk about the good of that man. But he made sure that this church here was constructed. And inside of it, we praised God that we believed in. And we got a base of right and wrong, and sometimes the little church here would be just packed, overflowing with people. And the little children running around the church and walking up the road, something we look forward to on Sundays, sometimes every Sunday, sometimes every other Sunday. Kind of varied, you know, how we visited and worship the Almighty God. I'm not going to go into church, but that was our church. And I guess God still remember the prayers my grandmother sent up for us and the messages that we heard from the pulpit and the testimonies that went forth, all to the glory of God, or as we believed it. That's where I got my base. That's what helps me to sustain my place, even until this very day. And that's the way it was, and this is the way it is now.